Hey guys, Drifter here. Welcome to Ghost in Depth. In today's episode, we'll be reviewing the USR sniper rifle. Most of the gameplay you're going to see is me using the weapon in a more aggressive role on the map Octane, or what I would consider to be an acceptably aggressive role for a sniper. I'm going to post up in some places, move to snipe some other ones, and I'm going to be a more mobile, objective-oriented sniper, get some kill streaks and have a good time. But I will be showing off some other scopes on Prison Break and Stormfront, if I'm not mistaken. Got some other gameplay to mix and match after I die in Octane, because, you know, it's kind of embarrassing when you die in depth. Let's move into the review section of this episode and talk about the damage on the USR sniper rifle. It'll deal 98 damage per shot in close quarters combat, and you may be scratching your head saying, that's 2 less damage than it needs to kill. Well, thankfully the sniper rifles in Call of Duty Ghost, like most other Call of Duty games, have body multipliers, so you'll get bonus damage to the head, bonus damage to the chest, less damage to the legs, etc, etc. So you only need a small multiplier to move that number up to over 100. So let's move into the one-shot kill boxes, and for that, we're going to need to talk to Bob. Hi Bob, nice to see you again. These are the one-shot kill areas for the normal USR sniper rifle if you've got no attachments or no barrel modifying attachments. That's no chrome lined and no silencer. That would be the head, upper chest, stomach, or belly as we would call it, and the lower groin all the way down to the gonads or testicular regions down there. If you shoot them in the genital area, that will be a one-shot kill as well, but that's basically the cutoff, and the upper part of those hips and thighs kind of around the genital area will also get one-shot kills, but the arms and legs will not. Oh yes, the neck will as too. And however, if we move into the silenced section, you'll notice that they're the same, and you're going to think, Drifter, you're crazy. You know, I've used the silenced sniper rifle. They do get less one-shot kills. That's not true. I tested this myself, and the silenced USR is the exact same as the normal USR, and I tested this because when I was looking up all the information and getting my stat chart ready, I was like, wait, that doesn't make sense, you know, that the multipliers are the same when the gun is silenced, but that's true. You get absolutely no silencer penalty for using this weapon. However, you cannot stack the silencer and chrome line, and when you use chrome line, the hitboxes look more like this. You'll notice that the right leg has been added, and the upper right arm and the lower left arm and the lower left leg have been added. So you get a lot more one-shot kills to the extraneous regions, so if you miss a little bit, if you swipe too much, or if you panic shot or quick scope or whatever, it's going to flow much better. However, there are some unusual regions at which you will still need 2 shots to kill, or you will still get hit markers, being the upper left arm, lower right arm, upper left leg, and lower right leg. We're talking about Bob's right, not your left right. It's kind of looking at it like a mirrored image, so do keep that in mind. But that's the chrome lined one-shot kill areas. So the thing to remember about that is that there is no penalty for using a silencer whatsoever, which is interesting, mind you, but I still don't prefer it over chrome lined. I prefer getting my chrome lined kills. And there was something a lot of you wanted me to investigate in this episode of In Depth, which was going to be the built-in recoil compensator. If you go to your class builder and select the USR, it'll say it has a built-in recoil compensator, and it says you'll get less recoil after each consecutive kill, and after you kill somebody with the USR, you have this little digital counter up there. It counts skulls up to 4, and then it just gives you a number after that. I did some testing, I did some poking and prodding, I shot J-Hub quite a few times, and I found that it is actually true. You do get less recoil per kill. Believe it or not, I didn't believe it. I thought it would be a placebo if it was anything, but it's not a crazy huge improvement, and you're going to need 5+ kills to notice. I moved it up to about 5 kills, and then I started noticing the recoil was a little bit less. We got on to about 8, 9, 10 kills, and it was less. However, it's a slow-firing sniper rifle, and your weapon's going to reset to center pretty quickly, and the recoil's not going to be a problem in most cases, so this isn't going to be the most noticeable of effects, but it is there. The rate of fire is 51 RPM, and that's pretty standard for heavy-duty assault rifles in Call of Duty games. They usually get it close to about 1 shot per second because that gives you a good feel for the bolt, and human beings are naturally good at timing it that way. It's pretty similar to the DSR or the L11 from Black Ops, and actually if you go back to most Call of Duty games, they're going to be somewhere between 45 and 60 something RPM on the bolt action sniper rifle, so nothing too special there. The recoil I would classify as moderate. It does kick up a bit, but it's mitigated by the lower rate of fire. Your sights are going to resettle just about every single time that you're ready to shoot, so that's not a big issue on this particular weapon, and if you get a few kills, the recoil compensator will help out and it won't kick up quite as much, so it'll be easier to track targets and keep track of what you're shooting at. On the plus side of accuracy, it's not on the traditional accuracy component on other guns, but this weapon has the least amount of idle sway of sniper sniper rifles, and idle sway is how much your sights bob left, right, back, forward, how effective holding your breath is, that sort of thing. The USR sways the absolute least, so in some regards you could call it the most accurate sniper rifle. A lot of people prefer the bigger ones like the Lynx and the L115 for the better hit multipliers and that sort of thing, but this one does have the least amount of idle sway, which is very nice. However, like the other sniper rifles, it does have poor hipfire accuracy. The hipfire box is absolutely enormous, and if I'm not mistaken, there's no auto aim in it in Call of Duty Ghosts, so it is very, very difficult to get no-scope kills. Not quick-scope, that's totally different, but no-scope. Aim down sights time is 0.4 seconds. That's faster than a lot of the sniper rifles in this game. A lot of the heavier weapons have 0.45 seconds. This one's a little bit faster, and that's designed so that you can quick snipe or get in position in ADS and then snipe and run away, and also for, well, quick-scoping, which we're going to talk about later. The reload time is empty if you've burned all your mags, 4.7 seconds. If you've got some in the chamber, 3.5, and the cancel time is listed as 2.3 seconds. However, I've been told that there's been a slight nerf on the cancel time to where it's longer than that. Don't exactly quote me on it, but supposedly the reload canceling on the sniper rifles have been nerfed or will be getting nerfed soon, so that reload cancel may not be the most accurate of numbers there. Magazine size is a little bit on the low side. You only have 6 in the magazine. If you go with extended mags, you get 9. However, that also means you only have 12 in reserve, so you could kill at most 18 people. You can't even get up to a KEM strike. So one of the more popular attachments on this sniper rifle, even though I don't personally use it that often, is the extended mags. Extended mags is a good choice if you do have ammunition concerns with this weapon. Another major benefit to using the USR is that it has the highest movement speed amongst the sniper rifle class. A lot of the other sniper rifles move at 80% speed or 85% speed. The USR will allow you to run at 90% of normal speed, which is the same as the assault rifles. It won't feel heavy or burdensome, and especially if you stack it with something like agility or stalker, you can move around the map very, very quickly. This is your high mobility sniper rifle. This is your, let's say, patrolling sniper rifle. This is your run up and take a post and snipe and run away sniper rifle. And to be honest with you, this is also your quick-scoping sniper rifle. There's no other sniper rifle in the game made for quick-scoping quite as much as the USR is. It's very high mobility, it's very fast, it has a light feel, it has a... It seems like it was designed for the quick-scoping or for the smaller maps, and that's one of the places that I would recommend you use it because it's very, very good for that. Quick-scoping is a little bit more difficult in Ghosts, but it's still doable. And when it comes to optics, any of the optics are good. I like the default optics, they're fine by me. I used them a bit in this episode. Variable zoom I don't find to be as useful on this weapon, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with it. The thermal zoom or thermal scope I find to be kind of like baby's first sniper. It's a little bit too easy, it's a little bit obstructive, and sometimes I miss because I'm shooting the glow instead of the actual body, but that's probably the standard way to use this weapon. I see more thermal sights on the USR than I do anything else, and I do like the ACOG on the USR. I wish that I had the time and patience to get the kills to unlock the blue dot on the ACOG instead of the default reticle, but this is a good sniper rifle if you want to do ACOG sniping, if you want to do the one-hit wonders. Not quite like the marksman rifles, but like the old bolt actions from World at War, something like that. Very viable. I kind of like the ACOG just for funsies, even though it's probably not the best of classes. And speaking of classes, let's talk about my recommended class setup. My favorite class for this, the one that I would recommend to you, well, not my personal favorite, I like troll classes, I like being silly with the ACOG, but my favorite effective class is I use chrome lined and AP rounds. Chrome lined gives me bigger one-shot kill areas on the target, so even if I miss a little bit, there's still a chance I get a one-shot kill. AP rounds do not deal extra damage, and they don't change the hit markers, and I feel like I'm going to be saying this until the end of time, but they don't do a bonus damage, but they do allow me to wallbang more effectively, to get collaterals easier, and they shred through those stupid ballistic vests. Nobody's going to get saved by those sweater vests as long as I'm using AP rounds. I use this with Stalker, Focus, Quick Draw, and Ready Up. This allows me to aim down sights quickly, to sidestep a little bit in and out of trouble. Focus keeps me on target, and also the flinch is very nice. Ready Up stacks very well with Quick Draw. I also run nades and a pistol because I'm not phase cross. Phase cross. Whoops, he's gamma cross now. My bad. I don't go quick scoping only. I don't have those kind of skills. I need my grenades. I need to fall back to my pistol when the time calls for it. I do work with the P226. I would recommend you use whatever pistol you're most comfortable with, but the pistol is there for you to help because quick scoping is not a 100% viable tactic in the way defending yourself with a pistol is. Well guys, that's all for this episode. I hope that you enjoyed it, and I hope that you learned something useful. If you'd like to check out my previous episode on the MR28, you can click the box on the left. That'll open a new window. The next episode is going to be on the IA2 Marksman Rifle. You can click that box on the right. It'll open whenever it's live. And as always, if you enjoyed the content, don't forget to like, favorite, and subscribe. Drifter out.